Yeah, we are live now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Thank you for coming for live today. So I am Sharon. I'm the face-to-face Sharon and Rishad. I have my wonderful business partners from all around the globe: Ritu, Sheetal, Nisha, and Harpreet. So let's welcome all of them. We are going to have a interesting discussion today. Everybody, when we look into the opportunity and they say, like, we all complain, including us, we all complain. I don't have much time. I don't have enough time. I don't have any time. Well, is it is it right? Everybody who is like productive, who is very successful in their life, they also have 24 hours. We also have 24 hours. It's all about how we utilize our time. Makes it determine our success, right? So that is exactly what we are going to discuss today. Why this business opportunity is a perfect side hustle for busy persons like you and me. Okay, so let's welcome Ritu, Sheetal, Harpreet, and Nisha in today's live. Thanks, guys, for coming and joining us live. And let me welcome Ritu. Ritu, can you please introduce yourself and give us a short overview why you started this business?
Yes. So, hi everybody. Hope you're all doing well. My name is Ritu, as you can see on screen, and I'm actually based in UAE, basically from India. I'm a wife, mother to a little boy. I'm basically a structural engineer by profession and currently a full time digital business owner. So, my reason to why I started this online business was as a structural engineer, I had very long, crazy hours of work. And despite all that work, I was, not satisfied with the fact that I'm able to be a good mom to my son because I literally was absent from my son's life. But thankfully, because I had my mom to take care of him, I was not upset, but yet not satisfied. But I did not take any action to, sort of have a backup plan. Kept going with it because the monetary benefits and other benefits were good. And then the pandemic happened, and I got a whack on my face, and I got to realize that all that hard work, all that sacrifice just was of no use. I was let go of work. So I was disappointed, but I said, okay, enough of the disappointment. Let me just do something. And said, okay, what can I do about it? Went on to Google, as everybody would do, started searching Google very closely, and we
Can't
came
really
across.
hear you. Can't hear you, Ritu.
Really?
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah. It's okay
Can
now.
you hear me now? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I went on to search online as to what I can do about getting a plan B or a side hustle, even before going into the next step of my career. And that's how I came across this business opportunity. I jumped at it, and I'm really, really happy to be an online business owner.
Wow, that's a wonderful story, Ritu. Thank you for sharing. So that's a reality. So when you have a job, some people don't have job security. Like you could get laid off anytime. For healthcare sector, that will never happen unless you do something crucial mistake. For healthcare people, what happens will be: are you able to do the job for all the time because of your health condition? Because it's so much demanding, right? So either way, the security from a job is questionable, right? So that is what exactly Ritu said. And I bravo Ritu. I'm so happy that you found a perfect opportunity at the right time. Thank you for sharing your story. And over to you, Sheetal. Can you please explain a bit about yourself and your why?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Shireen, for having me on your live chat. And it's my pleasure to share about myself and my business journey over here and why I started. As I told you, my name is Sheetal. I am a child of God. I am a mom of three young boys, and I currently live in Abu Dhabi, UAE, with my family. I'm a teacher, and I have been in this profession for more than 13 years, you can say, and I love my job as an educator, educating little children. And now I'm a proud digital business owner, and I call myself a teacherpreneur. And the reason for me to join this venture is exactly when the pandemic happened. When, like Ritu said, we also just got one big slap on our face when my husband had a real huge pay cut, and my eldest son, he was just going to enter university. and we really had a tough time getting, like, no finances getting together, and staying in another country as an expat. We were not able to save enough. We thought that we will get some loan and we'll be able to enroll a son in a good university in some European country, but it didn't happen. So it really shook us, and it really made us think. We've been working in whatever profession that we are doing. We've given our 16 years, 20 years, and more than 20 years. And what are we getting back? Nothing. We have nothing. And I've got other two children. I didn't want this story to repeat again with my other two kids. So we were actually searching for it, and by the grace of God, God was so merciful. I came across this ad on the social media news feed, and then no looking back. And now I am so proud and so excited to be part of this amazing, awesome digital venture. And I'm really, really so excited, and I am going for it. Yeah, that's
I
it.
know. Thank you for sharing your story, Sheila. Like, it's actually heart touching, especially as parents. Our main aim is like, to get your children to a perfect profession. That's what we all do want, right? And I am so happy for you that you found the perfect opportunity now where you can earn and you can make this come true for your children. That's the meaning of what we are doing, anything what we do, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Sheetal. It's a heart touching story. And over to you, Harpreet. Can you please introduce yourself and a bit about your why?
Thanks, Sharon, for having me on your channel. Hi, everybody. I'm Harpreet Gill, and I'm a full-time registered nurse and working in Canada. I'm also from India, and you guys know it's common with all the immigrants that we migrate, and then we have to struggle to get into our professions itself. It takes a lot of time and energy. So same thing happened with me. So it took me around 5 years to get into my RN and then to start working as a nurse. So in the beginning, because I have to all make up all the money expenses I spend on my study and everything. So I was working back to back. I worked a lot. So, but then when I look back on my pictures in my phone, I'm mostly in the bed or in the couch, tired with my daughter, not going out because I was working a shift job. And it was really hard on my body to manage the days and nights and all that. So that's why I started to look. I need to do something extra. I cannot work 5 to 7 days a shift job. So then I came across this opportunity during my second mat leave with my son because I don't want it to repeat the history with my son. So I wanted to spend more time with both of my kids. So I saw one of my friend and then I inquired about it and did my complete research and I jumped in. So I joined this business and it gives me a freedom. So now I only work 3 days a week regularly, but for now I'm taking a summer break from my nursing job so that I can spend time with my kids. And it's all because of this business, which works for me and I can spend time with my family and I can plug in wherever I can. So basically my biggest why was my health and my kids.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. I know as an Aaron myself, I understand what exactly you're talking about, especially if you want like nights, days, and all shift work. You are actually talking your body, okay, just be awake, and then your body is awake, and then you say, okay, you sleep, and then you sleep. Then at the end of the day, your body is in parts, right?
Yeah.
So you don't know, like, where you are, and you feel at the point, okay, you are losing yourself. And that's exactly what we're all going through, like Aaron's. So if you don't look after your health, and who will look after your family? And we only have one life at the end of the day, right? I'm glad you found this venture, Harpreet, and thank you for sharing your story. And over to you, Nisha. Can you please introduce yourself to our lovely audience and share your story, please?
Uh, Sure, Sharon Chichi. And first of all, thank you so much, Sharon, for inviting me to this live interview. Um, my name is Nisha Anup. I'm a wife and a mom to a little boy. We are settled in UK and hail from India. I'm a nurse by profession and a proud digital business owner. See, in our life, our day by day, the cost of living is increasing. So, as Happy said, as many other nurses do, what even I am doing the same thing, picking up those extra shifts and doing overtime. But by doing this, I was compromising my time. my family time, especially that my time with my son. Um, he has special needs and he's completely nonverbal. So my it was always my dream, like like I want to spend with my son. But unfortunately, with all these long working hours and this extra picking up those extra shifts, I was unable to do so. So that's how I saw an ad in the social media platform, and that's how I discovered this world of digital business.
That's amazing. That's amazing, Nisha. It's I think like it's very heart touching, and you did a brave decision, and you did the right decision to be with your son is your priority than being with your. Of course, we are all nurses and other professionals. So community needs us, but more than that, our family needs us, our children needs us. That is exactly why the decision, but that we became digital entrepreneurs, basically. So beautiful story, Nisha, and I'm so glad that you found this venture. So let's come into the discussion. Today's discussion. What's our topic? So as I said before, what makes us all do? We know you understand that we are all busy now with our own professions, and why we are actually running this business very successfully, even with our professional family, and what features of this business is helping us to do so. So over to you, Ritu, and can you please introduce? I mean, can you please explain that to your audience? What's your things reasons?
Can you hear me first?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So, first of all, managing this business as yes, Baba. Sorry. So, managing this business is not as complicated as everybody would perceive it to be. So, all of us here sitting here are mothers, right? All of us have professions, all of us have our home and our little ones running around. So, we're still able to manage this business because of a lot of features of this business. Time flexibility and location flexibility, and the biggest thing apart from all this is that a certain aspect of the business is automated. So our business doesn't demand that we sit 24/7, and even it doesn't demand that every aspect of the business needs to be maneuvered by us. So that's amazing for mompreneurs, teacherpreneurs, nursepreneurs like all of us. And the other thing is, if we are having a mind that is willing to learn, and if we learn how to organize ourselves, there's nothing that can stop us from being successful. So that's it. There's a lot more actually, but I'm sure the others will say because there's too much to say.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's fine. Thanks, Ritu. So I just want to expand a little bit about what Ritu explained about automation. It's very important, like when you do this business, any business, like a digital business, especially, one of the flexible part is the automation. So it's very important. You have to be in a venture where you can run on automation. Automation means that the system, we have a proven system. That system will do the majority of the job for you. Like in any business you have clients and you have people who is leads or buyers, right? So who is going to explain those things to your buyers and leads or the interested customers is through the system. That's a part of our system. Who is going to follow up your leads and all, and that's your email campaigns, that's the proven system. That's also a part of our automated system. And you may be wondering how we can set that up. I don't know any of these things. You don't have to worry because we have all the technical side is being taken care by our technical team. We have a big tech team behind us to help and figure out all these things. You don't have to figure out any of these things. We are actually letting you know that we have these wonderful things as a part, and then you just need to plug and play. That's all you have to do, basically. Okay. Thank you, Ritu. And over to you, Sheetal, as a teacher and as a mom, as a busy mom. What features of this business is actually helping you to run this successfully?
Yes. As a teacher, we all know that we do have a lot of work in the school, and I do bring back, and many other teachers will agree with me that we do bring back homeworks for preparation for the week, for our plans, and so many things that we keep on doing every now and then. But this business, what attracted my attention was the flexibility that it was giving me. Like I can work from anywhere at any time. I don't have to have a fixed schedule that I need to sit at this time only to do my work or work on my business. No, whenever I get time, I work on it, but with full dedication. So if you are dedicating that 2 hours, 3 hours in that day, in the evening or in the night, dedicate that, and you can run this business successfully. There are so many hundreds, thousands of people who are doing the full-time job and running this business successfully. Yes, and the other part of it is that you don't need any business experience. I have been an educator from since the time I have come out of my college, and I did not have any business experience. I did not have any tech knowledge. I am not a tech savvy, but I have learned all through this year. I have learned, and I'm still learning all about the business, all the trainings that we have, weekly meetings and masterminds. There are so many things that help us to enhance ourselves as digital business entrepreneurs and teaches us how to do our business. So these are the few things that I liked about this business, and there are so many more, so many amazing features of this business. So from my side, this is it. The others will continue about it.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that, Sheetal. Like many of us, like, we don't have any previous experience. I was a nurse myself from the time I'm born. No, not really. Okay. Yeah, but I became an entrepreneur, and that's just because of the system. It's not because of any special quality that I have. I was willing to learn. I was open to the possibilities. That is exactly why we are here right now. Extending to what Sheetal said, if you are spending like 1 to 2 hours per day, when I was working full time and was doing so. I was spending like an hour a day. That's what I was that was only possible for me at that time. I settled down everything. Then 10 to 12, 10 to 11 o'clock, I used to spend in front of the computer. That actually opened up my husband's eye, because I was always the person who loved to sleep. And then now I gave up my sleep, and I was sitting in front of the computer. What she's doing, really? That what caught my husband's attention actually at that time, initial phase. So what do we do, like as busy professionals, when we come back from work? What we do really? Our day of work will exhaust us. So whenever we have time, we sit on the couch or we lie down on the couch and just grab on something to eat and just watch and relax and watching TV. And how much time? The people who is saying that we don't have any time in our life, how we don't realize how much time we are actually wasting every day, right? By just watching somebody else's performance, while it's a time for you to perform, baby. Yeah. So so that's what's happening. So thank you, Sheetal. And over to you, Harpreet. And how do you how do you do this business very successfully, making you to take the summer break to be with your children, at the same time doing this business as well very successfully, and how you do that?
I will elaborate with what you just said, because anything, any business, any work you do, the first thing you need is that motivation, that passion in yourself, that you want to change something in your life, right? Because if you have that, then you will work for your goals. And then the time management, it's the really key for anything, right? We learn this as a part from our school itself, right? To do the homework and to do the playground stuff, right? When we were kids, the same thing. So now I plan my day, and I try not to like overwhelm myself. Oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. And no, I don't. I'll take my kids for swimming lessons, and I take them out for play and everything. So I plan my day accordingly so that I can spend time with my kids first. When their attention bucket is filled, they're happy, they're relaxed, then I get to my other household chores, and then I take time and then spend a little bit time on my business. So that, because automation system will work for you if you are working for yourself, right? I'm not saying you have to work a lot, but you still have to do your 10% thing to make the system work for you, because you know how you work, right? So that works for me. I try to organize the time according to my kids and my home needs, and then I plan things for my house, for my business, so which works great for me. And because if I'm putting my time in, then I will be able to see the results, right? Because automation is there, but if I'm not plugging in, it's not going to work for me. So I make myself to make sure, like, if I have any doubt, the best thing in this business is the video based training. So if you ever get stuck, you go back to your training. There's like 24/7 access, and you can watch step by step. If you're not tech savvy like me, you can easily watch, okay, this is where I need to correct. And then my mentor and coach, they're always there to help. So I feel like these features that which you don't get in like a traditional business, because in traditional business you are alone. You have to set it up all by yourself. You don't get any automation. Have to build the automation system if you are building, right? So you have to work from scratch. But in this business, you have all the tools, techniques, and support which supports you 24/7, no matter where you are, if it's a day or night, you will always have someone to answer your questions. So which is really great and helpful.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that, Harpreet. I just want to expand a little bit about what Harpreet just said. Guys, I just want to tell you something. This is not a get to rich quick scheme. How many, like, can I ask you something? Like, to become a professional, how many years we have learned, right? So, like, I learned, like, 4 years to do my bachelor's and 2 years to do my master's. 6 years I spent. I did not earn anything at the time when I was doing my bachelor's. 4 years I did not learn anything. But 2.5 years in this business, I'm already earning, like, 4 5 times of my what I'm earning as a, like, when I'm spending 40 hours per week or 36 hours per week away from my family, away from my kids, and I may be getting, like, $4,000 $5,000 per month, provided I'm going for work away from my family. But here, while spending, like, whatever time left after that day, and already making, like, 3 4 times of my regular nursing salary, which is amazing. Why don't you spend that time? And you are already saying that you have no time to do this business. That's ridiculous. That should not happen to anybody's life. I don't think so. And 5 years or 6 years, if you are spending in this business, guys, you are going to retire. Okay, and that is what we are going to offer, and that is the potential of this business. It's not only my story; it's about everybody, or like majority of the people, as Harpreet already mentioned. If you are dedicated the time, if you are actually doing the things that's supposed to be to do in the business, results vary, but these are the things that could happen in this business. So if you are spending, so as I said, it's not a get rich quick scheme, but you don't have to go to that trial and error where you see and you go through disappointment and money wasting and everything. You already have a proven system. You need to plug and play, where whichever time, the pockets of time that's available for you here and there, you can still make this happen. That's it. Thank you, Harpreet. And over to you, Nisha. And can you please tell me? I know that having a special need child is a very much demanding thing on the top of the job that you're already doing. I don't even know how you're doing this, but how you are very successful in this business. I want to see or hear your story. Over to you, Nisha.
Chichi, like I say, as you told, like I'm a nurse working as full time, and I have responsibilities at home as well. Like like we have to do cooking, laundry, cleaning, all those things. Like even I have to do as well. But still, how I run this business is all because of its flexibility. Some, like if I'm on working days, like I used to I'm working full time, 37.5 hours in a week, but still if I'm working, I hardly spend around 30 minutes or something like that. That too, like in small pockets of time here and there, maybe like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like that only I used to spend when I'm on duty. But during my off days, I used to work like 1 to 2 hours depending upon my time.
Yeah.
Then sometimes, like it's all because of like on strategy already mentioned about it's our automation. Like instead of me, my system is working 24/7 in the background. Maybe I may be sleeping after a night shift, or sometimes I'll be at work, but still my ad was running and I'm getting so many inquiries and leads in the business. And this is, instead of me, the system is working behind, and the system is sending emails, and the clients will know what they have to do next. So like thanks to our automation system, thanks to our system, so this is that's how I used to work. And another thing is, like we know that like we have weekly mastermind sessions, the experts in our business, they used to tell their tips and tricks to us, and that's how we all become successful in this business. So usually during these mastermind sessions and all, I used to attend like while I was cooking or doing some household chores, uh, like that only I used to listen to all those mastermind sessions. So this is how I used to manage. Like I used to get the so many people so many people tell to me that I'm interested in this business and I don't have time. I'm working all those things. But I would like to ask, like, are we spending quality time with our family, or are we following our passions, or like are we getting enough time, or like maybe we are spending time with our family, but the thing is, like, are we spending quality time? So this is what I want to say. Like, our system is amazing. Its flexibility is amazing, and it's completely portable. Like, we can, if you have a computer or a smartphone with with an internet connection, you can work from anywhere. Even if I'm traveling, I'm getting inquiries, I'm getting business blessings. That's amazing. This business is.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally got your point, Nisha. So, as you can imagine, it's how demanding her life is. But still, I can see that she's very successful in this business, which is possible for anybody. As we already mentioned, you can spend like pockets of time here and there, not to build your system, because your system is already built. We have an entire tech team to build your technical, your website, your sales funnel, your email campaign, everything. You have a training site. You don't have to search here and there and ask for questions and things like that. You still have to do your own research, but there is all the majority of the information that you need is already in the training site. That's where you are going to plug, and you're actually going to learn exactly how you are going to learn in your profession, how you learned your profession. You opened your book and learned, right? So the same way that you're going to learn, and then you are learning and earning in the same time. That's the importance of that. You don't have to wait 4 years to get graduated from a digital business course and then you earn. No, no, I am in this business only for 2.5 years, and we are all from different, like less than 2.5 years, or like 3 years, and still we already started earning and earning amazing. That is exactly what we are going to, you all have to do as well. So, to conclude, for a busy professional, for you to become successful in a business, I'm not saying that this is the only venture. I'm telling you what is the reason that you have to choose our system over any other system is because we already have a proven system. We already have everything in place that you want to become successful in this business. You already have a huge community to support you. You already have a mentor and coach and everything. Our community is so giving. As we already say, we already have masterminds where people who is already working this business are actually coming, sharing their strategies and everything. That will never happen in another businesses, right? And again, you can as you have a portable business, you can carry this business when you go for traveling, when you go for your holidays, when you go for to look after your parents. This is possible for anybody, right? So that is exactly, as a busy professional, please don't look for anything where you have to set it from scratch. That may work for you if you are solely determined. I'm not saying that people will not are not making it, but it's highly unlikely that you get successful after being frustrated for so many years. You literally wasted so many years in that case. Here we have a built system, we have a proven system in place, so which you can plug and play and change your life. So before we conclude, I know we are hitting our 30-minute mark. Before we conclude, any one of you want to say something, the last words to your audience? Anyone? All happy? All great?
Yeah.
You want to say something, Harpreet?
I will just say, like, we always say, like, the first step is always the hardest one. So I'll say, come inside, there's no risk, and sign up and check it out, the free information session. And that's how we all started. So you can make your mind, but by sitting outside but not plugging in, it's not going to help. So if you really want to change something, take that first step.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chanjit, I'd also like to say something.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
what I'd like to say is, see, once upon a time, let's say pre-pandemic times, everybody having a job was the go-to safety. It was a ensured thing that you have a job. That's great. But pre-pandemic times, we understand that everything is unreliable, unpredictable. Life in itself is unpredictable, and having a job is no longer the safe route to take. We do need a backup plan or a side hustle to ensure that in case something happens, we have something to fall back on, especially due to the ongoing inflation, upcoming recession, the rise of AI. The factors only keep increasing. So there's nothing that is going to, stop you if you don't check it out. Yeah. So check it out. If you don't like it, then it's up to you. If you like it, then there you go. We're happy to help you out.
Absolutely, absolutely. So there is no excuse for anybody who is saying that, oh, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, my life is this and that. This is a time to stop complaining and start taking action. That's all from us today. Thank you, anybody who was watching us. And you all have a wonderful day. Thank you, all of you who joined in today's live discussion. And you all have a wonderful day. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.